And Jesus says, who do people say I am? The disciples respond, some say John the Baptist, others Elijah, and still others one of the prophets. You know what I find amazing about this? I mean, at this point, Jesus had a crowd that was following him. And none of them identified him as the Messiah. Oh, they knew that he was special. They knew that he was unique, that he could accomplish some mighty miracles. But nobody identified him as being the Messiah. You know, see, in the first century, the Jewish people had what was called the Messianic expectations. They believed that when the Messiah finally showed up on earth, that he would be an earthly king, that he would have a throne in Jerusalem, that he would cast out Rome, that there'd be no more illness, no more injustice. It would basically be heaven on earth. Well, this Jesus guy, he's not fulfilling our expectations. So they thought that he was somebody special, but he wasn't the Messiah. And so Jesus turned to his disciples and said, what about you? Who do you say I am? And then good old Peter answered for the group, you are the Messiah. In Matthew gives us a little bit more detail. He says, Peter answered, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. Unlike all of these dead false gods, you are the Son of the living God, Jesus Christ. Now, just so y'all know, Christ is not his last name. Okay? You know, neither is Messiah. Both Messiah and Christ, those are titles. Messiah is a Hebrew word, okay? And Christ is a Greek word, but they both mean the same thing. They both mean the anointed one, the one set aside for a special work. So Jesus is the Messiah, or he is the Christ, the one set aside, anointed by God for a special work. So Peter said, you are the Messiah, or you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. And then Jesus all of a sudden said, shh, don't tell anybody. The scripture says that Jesus warned them not to tell anyone about him. That word in the Greek, warned, means he charged them. I mean, this was something serious. This was an impressive charge. You are not to tell anyone who I am. To which we're going, well, why not? Well, at one point, Jesus said, it's not yet my time. But see, the disciples, they were still confused. They were confused about Christ's redemptive work. They were confused about what Jesus came to accomplish. And so he tells his disciples, don't tell anyone what you know. And then he began to teach them that the Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the teachers of the law. And it gets worse. And that he must be killed, and after 3 days rise again. He spoke plainly about this. So Jesus began to teach his disciples that the Son of Man, now the Son of Man is used like 80 times in the scripture. It comes from the book of Daniel in the Old Testament. It's a title that Jesus uses of himself. It's a messianic title. When Jesus said, I am the Son of Man, the people understood that he was identifying himself as being the anointed one, the Messiah, the Christ.